This is part 5 of the Chapter 3 project, Calculating Food Cost.
So some of my favorite TV shows are Restaurant Impossible with Robert Irvine on the Food Network and Bar Rescue with John Taffer on the Spike Network. One of the main reasons that a lot of these restaurants and bars fail is because they are unable to calculate appropriate food and drink cost. Other than cleanliness and poor systems, these are the main reasons that restaurants fail all across the United States. What we're going to learn in this lesson is if you're going to open a bakery, you need to be sure to calculate your food cost appropriately.
So here's the assignment for part 5. You need to watch and take the notes on lesson 3-4, percent and percentage problems. Then, you need to choose a selling price for each of your recipes from your menu. You need to be reasonable about your prices that you choose. Don't sit there and choose something like $65 for a piece of pie. Next, use your unit prices that you got in part 3 from the grocery store that you used to calculate your food costs for each of your recipes. You may have to do some conversions in this part to find the entire price of what you need to do. Next, calculate your food cost percentage based on your selling price and your food cost. The last example in lesson 3-4 will show you how to do that. Finally, display your information in tables in an Office 365 Word document. A demo of what exactly to do in the Office 365 Word document will be on the following slide.
So for part 5, we're going to again create a Word document. And we will open our Word document. We will go with a new blank document here because we're going to be doing several tables. And as it opens up, the first thing I'd like you to do is to rename the document. A lot of you are having difficulty doing this, so let me show you how to rename the document again. If you go up to here where it says document and a cursor will appear that looks like a typing cursor, you can click on it, and then how I'd like you to name it is with your period. So let's say you were part of period 2, with a dash, and then your last name. And again, your last name, not mine. Then this one can be labeled as food cost. And then you hit enter, and it's automatically done for you. So next thing you want to do is go to no spacing and click on that because that will help you in terms of spacing here. So the first chart that you're going to create is, and I'm going to label it, I'm actually going to put my cursor in the middle of the page, and it's going to be your first recipe. So let's say my recipe is for lemon meringue pie. And you can see that I misspelled meringue. So if I have the squigglies underneath, I can right click it. And well, mine's just not cooperating right now, but you can definitely do that. So anyhow, the next line will be inserting a table. So again, we've done this before, but again, insert table. And for this particular table, when we're going to calculate the food cost, we're going to do a 2-column chart. And the table will pop up. So now we want to title this as ingredient and cost. So let's say your ingredients are lemon pudding, egg whites, sugar, cream of tartar, Maybe you're doing a graham cracker crust. So graham crackers and butter. Okay. Again, just as a reminder, if you need more ingredients, let's say I had like salt, and I need another ingredient. So I'm going to use the tab one, and then tab again, and it'll create another one. And actually, the last column that we want, the last row, I should say, that we want here is a total. So then you have to go back to your part 3, and you would have to look up the costs of your ingredients and how much of ingredient you need. It's a little bit involved. So let's say lemon pudding, you need 1 box, and the box is $1.59 per. The unit cost is $1.59 per box. Okay, and for egg whites, you need 6 egg whites, and your egg whites are, let's say, 17 cents per egg white. So if we had 17 cents per egg white, and I need 6 egg whites, that would be 17 times 6, which would be 82 cents. Okay. So I would continue to do that all the way down for each of my ingredients. Again, I'll remind you, you need to use the prices that you got in part 3 from your store. Okay. So now when we get to the total, let's say your total is $4.95. So that would be your total food cost, what it costs you to make a lemon meringue pie, right? You're going to do the same thing with all 3 of your recipes, whatever they are. Okay, so you're going to need 3 of these types of charts. I'm not going to be showing that in this particular video, but you do need 3 of these types of charts. Now, the last thing you're going to need, the last chart you need, is you're going to need a 4-column chart, and this is going to be the food cost percentage chart. And you're going to now insert a 4-column table. And it's actually going to be 4 by 4 because you're going to have a title row, and then you have your 3 recipes. So there's that coming up. So we're going to have the recipe. We're going to have the food cost. We're going to have the selling price. And you're going to have your food cost percentage. And you can use the percentage sign here. So let's say for lemon meringue pie, we already calculated my food cost to be $4.95. I've selected my selling price to be $11. So now you now need to go and calculate your food cost percentage. Now in lesson 3-4, it will show you on the last example how to calculate food cost percentage. When you do that, and I'm just going to make up a number here. So your food cost here, let's just say it's about 28%. So in that column, you would put 28%. So again, for this particular thing, we are looking for 4 separate tables. The top table that I have there, the ingredient and cost table, you're going to have 3 of those, 1 for each of your recipes. And then at the end, you're going to have a food cost percentage chart, which is each of your recipes, the food cost, what you chose to be the selling price, and the overall percentage of the food cost in accordance with your selling price. If you're having any issues with this particular part, please consult your teacher in class.